6:23 now, an American tourist has been arrested whilst on his travels because he went to a remote island, an endangered, a specially protected tribe lived there, and left behind a can of Coke and a coconut.
Well, the 24-year-old said that he left the drink as an offering for the world's most isolated tribe during his trip to a set of islands in the Indian Ocean.
Let's talk to adventure travel blogger Anthony Middleton. Morning to you, Anthony. This is the most ridiculous thing to do. I mean, this is a specially protected tribe who we know... I mean, they killed an American who tried to do a similar thing, 6, 7 years ago. What a crazy thing to do. Do we know what he was thinking?
Well, there's a fine line between bravery and stupidity. I think two things can be true at once. It certainly is brave, but it is, like your headline suggests, idiotic. I get why he'd want to go there. It's very enigmatic and mysterious, but just because you want to do something doesn't necessarily mean that you should.
What do we know about these set of islands? So it's India's Andaman and Nicobar Islands. How would he even get there? It looks as though it's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't want to glamorise his situation too much, but it is quite, in terms of human navigational skills, that is quite impressive and adventurous. It's actually closer to Myanmar than it is India, but I think India patrols the shores more so than Myanmar. And yes, you talked about the American gentleman who was, I think he was a missionary trying to get the Bible across there. He got killed 7 years ago. And this guy knows fine well what he's doing. Unfortunately, I think he's trying to do it for clout, and he's probably going to pay the price.
Yeah, I mean, one of the concerns here is not just that these people want to be left alone, but also because they're so isolated, actually, there's a real danger, isn't there, in the rest of us going there and infecting them with even things like a cold or flu, which could just wipe out the entire tribe.
Absolutely. I read the story a few days ago. I had my head in my hands, and I'm not an immunologist, but that does make sense that these people are not used to the outside conditions that we could bring in there. And yeah, it's just an extra layer of cringeworthy why you would want to do that, to be honest.
OK. Anthony Middleton, good to see you this morning. Thank you very much.
Good morning.
Thanks. I mean, just the things they're doing for clicks.
Yeah. Really.
And it's just one of the... And it's so dangerous.
Well...
These people, I mean, they said they killed the 26-year-old, as Anthony was saying, 7 years ago. I mean, his body's never been recovered. You've just got to leave them alone. They do not want contact.
No, they don't. In 2006, just reading, 2 Indian fishermen accidentally drifted into their waters and they were killed by this tribe as well. And an Indian military helicopter later flew low over the island and this tribe were firing arrows at it. So they absolutely do not want to be disturbed. I mean, they've made that quite clear.
Well, leave them be.
Yeah.
Leave them be.
Incredible story.